Boo, come on.
Boo.
Move that spoon.
Why do you have a spoon?
Come on.
Who gave you that?
Please move your body.
Wait. Ew. Put on. Watch the boobs. Watch the boobs. Why are you here right now? Come on. All right, we're being serious now.
We're serious.
Welcome back, guys.
Last time we were on here, Gabby was complaining about her big boobs and her big decision that it was her fault. And she was complaining
we
about
basically,
it.
I went on and told you the story how I went to the doctor, he botched me, and then
No. Shh. You want to know what happened in the first video? You go watch the first video.
Correct.
Now we're in the second video.
Facts.
And that's just on what?
Period.
So now we're into part 2.
So basically, I was botched by a doctor.
Gabby decided she wasn't going to continue the surgery. So since then, a lot of things have happened. We were going to put this video out a lot sooner, but then Gabby's surgery ended up coming along. So now we have a lot to catch you up on.
I have new boobs in right now.
This minute.
I'm actually a week post-op, but we'll get into that.
We got to backtrack a little bit.
So I knew I had to get them fixed, and I did not want to go back to him.
If you don't know, this wasn't the very first surgery she's ever had. Gabby actually had a tummy tuck. She was familiar with this one specific doctor that's around our area, and he is really good.
He's amazing. This doctor was actually one that I researched that I wanted to go to in the first place, but I ended up going with the other doctor because this doctor would not let me sign the waiver like I explained in the first video.
He's so good that he was booked so far out, and if you watched the last video, Gabby's impatient, so Gabby was not going to wait.
Right. Even going to see him this time, he was booked.
So she got a consultation, which it was really hard to get a consultation, especially during this time because present time, now it's COVID. They weren't doing any cosmetic surgeries because this is the beginning of COVID. So Gabby was like pretty much stuck with these boobs, but somehow this doctor looked at Gabby's charts, remembered that he did Gabby's past surgery, and we have a really good relationship with him. So he decided to squeeze us in to get us into a consultation. And now this time it was very different. I wasn't able to go into any consultations with her because of the whole COVID thing. So Gabby had to kind of go on her own.
So I go in to see this doctor. I keep wanting to say his name. So
Say his name. Why'd you say it like that?
Shut up. So I go in to see this doctor, and I explain to him everything. And you know, he looks at me, he's like, I can't believe you even like didn't come to me in the first place. But I explained to him that it was the whole age thing. We're really close, so he was like, yeah, you got a hot mess going on, like, if I gotta be honest. And I'm like, I know, but you know, it was such a different experience. Instead of like a 5-minute consultation like the first doctor, he literally sat with me for an hour and explained to me exactly everything that the doctor did to me in the first surgery, and what he did wrong, and what should have been done, and what implants like I should have gotten. He told me that it looked like my implants were too high, which we could all see. That basically we're gonna get a little personal, but the nipples were like pointing out, and they were like supposed to be more in. And also the scars on my back, he was like, yeah, that's definitely a problem.
He actually asked Gabby to come in for a second consultation just to really look at Gabby's body, what he's gonna do.
I can't explain to you the comfort I felt. I felt like when I got there, he literally said to me, welcome home. Like word for word, he was like, welcome home. I felt relieved. All the anxiety I had over this, like he just like took it and he sat me down and he was like, listen, Gabby, like you had this experience. Yes, it was bad, but you know what? We're gonna fix it. You're gonna get through this, and you're not alone. And I just remember like hearing that, and I left, and Adri was in the car waiting for me, and I was like, I almost started crying. I was like, I feel so much better. And I was just like, I was ready to rip the implants out and just like have them fix it up. So
you know when somebody in for the money, when they are like, are you sure you want to do this? Like, you know, it's gonna be a cost of a whole nother surgery. I can fix it for you. This is gonna be the circumstances. And
he was like, it's not an easy case.
He's like, it's gonna take a while. It was last February, and he said, we're gonna get you the surgery next year.
And that's the only reason why I was able to get the implants that I wanted again, because I was 22 with him.
Yeah.
So it ended up working out.
He wanted to get Gabby's medical record from the botched surgery. You know, they're her medical records, so she can get them. That's what we thought.
That's what I thought.
So
He said he specifically needed these medical records to know exactly what the doctor did in the surgery room, like what incisions he did, what everything he did. He just needed these records. So after this, I called the office of the first doctor to get my medical records, and they did not want to give me my medical records for nothing. They kept asking why, like, why do I need them? Oh, we need to ask the doctor for permission to like send them to you.
we'll call you back. Like a whole week goes by. No call back. We call back again. Oh, sorry. We must have forgot. We have to ask the doctor again. Same thing happening over and over. And we have to keep on calling them to the point where they stopped answering our phone calls.
They knew my phone number and they would decline it or they would ignore it. And I knew this because I would call them on my phone, they wouldn't answer. I would call the second after on Adri's phone and they would pick up right away. So they knew my number and they just decided to ignore me because they knew what I was calling for, which were my medical records.
Yeah. Eventually, we get a hold of our medical records and we're like lit tit.
Finally,
no pun
after
intended.
like 3 weeks of trying to get these medical records, I finally got them. They faxed them over to the new doctor's office. Then I get a call back from them saying, hey, the most important record in this medical record is missing.
That they gave you the medical records, but not what he did in the surgery.
Right. So that is suspicious right there.
The office was like, look, we really need these medical records to even move forward with your next consultation because he needs to see what he did. And so we kept on calling, no answer. And to the point where my mom had to get on the phone, leaving messages saying we're getting a lawyer because it's our right to have our medical records. And when we said that, they got scared.
And then guess what? I got a FaceTime call from the doctor himself, and he wants to know, why do I want these medical records? What are they for? I can fix these for you if that's your problem. Come in tomorrow. I was like, I just want these records. I'm going to see someone else. And eventually I did end up getting the records. They sent over the last paper that they accidentally missed or whatever they did and sent that over to the doctor.
Big question that like we kept on getting in the last video was, why didn't she sue him?
Try doing that. So I also use these records that I got to bring to a lawyer, which I did speak to a lot. But you know, you sign so many contracts, and a lot of these lawyers, they don't want to accept the case unless it's like a guaranteed $450K win. So I tried everything.
You know, Gabby already had to pay for a whole nother surgery, so it's like
a risk a whole nother case that you don't even know if it's gonna win or not. I did talk to my new doctor about it, and he was open to helping me if I were to continue with the case, but no lawyer would accept it, unfortunately. How rude.
so money down the drain. Bye.
Yeah, so I ended up shifting my focus and focusing more on my new surgery than the past. I'm like, okay, I just want to get these fixed now. In this second consultation, we went over everything. He went over sizes. We talked about what my goals were, what I wanted to look like, explained to me what we needed to do. He had ordered for the surgery about like 10 different implant sizes, different shapes, what we thought would look good for me.
He had said was this doctor, he put type of implant that is very flat and wide so it doesn't project out, and that's why Gabby's not getting that cleavage that she wanted. And that's why she looks so wide, and especially with Gabby's shoulders, it just doesn't look good. So he actually did the opposite, ones that are more projected out and
more narrow. He said what he was gonna do was bring them down, push them in, and then my scars in the back, he said that he was going to fix them in the office. So after this, the surgery was booked. It was booked after holiday time because of work and everything. And this time around, I didn't have to buy gauze. I didn't have to buy a bra. I didn't have to buy all this stuff that I had to do like in the first surgery. I felt so prepared going into this surgery. Not only prepared, I felt confident. I was excited. I was not as nervous as I was the first time. The first time, I kind of had a feeling I knew I was going to come out ugly. And I did.
Yeah.
I did.
Honestly, you still are.
So this time, surgery, it wasn't until 12 o'clock, and in the afternoon. And I couldn't eat past midnight, so that was the only thing that sucked.
Before they called and we asked them a question, we were like, so what medicine, what gauze and stuff do we have to bring? And they were like, what are you talking about? That's all at the hospital.
All that.
And that was like kind of awkward on the phone. We were like, yeah, we knew that.
Yeah. And this time it was in a hospital too. It was not in a basement. It was so much more professional.
But anyways, Gabby went into surgery. He spent a long time because he really took his time.
3-4 hours? 3-4 hours, yeah.
And then they call us up and they're like, Gabby's ready. She's doing good. We're taking really good care of her. And like that was like the complete opposite as last time, like we said. Hey guys, we made it to the hospital. So we just made it to the hospital now to pick her up. They are wheeling her out, but she texted me that she was in a lot of pain. So I'm excited to see her, see how ugly she looks. And I'm sure you guys do too, but I'm lost right now. So I might need to talk to security. Hopefully he's a little cutie.
I even remember waking up this time, and I didn't remember that before.
Gabby, with the last anesthesia, like she did not remember a single thing, but for this time, like she was actually, like we were talking, she remembered everything the doctor said to her before.
So that really scares me. Like, I don't know what they put in me the first time.
Hi, Gabby.
Hi, Gabby.
Your hair looks like Billy Ray Cyrus.
Boo. Okay, yeah, we brought some food for her. All
Here.
right, thank you so much. Is that good?
A little bit back.
Do you have any sympathy? You don't seem like it. Gabby, do you remember?
No.
So right now filming this, it's about a week post-op. And you know, the first 2 nights, horrible. Just like the first surgery, I can't like lift my arms. Every day I can lift them more and more. That's probably the biggest thing. The other bad thing is like not being able to shower, and I just need help doing everything. Everyone's calling me a freaking T-Rex. I've been trying to do things on my own, but it's like everything in the freaking kitchen is high, and I gotta ask someone, or I have to wait for people to wake up to help me make breakfast. I mean, it's better now, like I'm doing it like now, but like the first 3 days are like the worst. And yeah, you know what? It's way better. It's a better recovery than the first, and I'm so happy. You know, right now they look weird, they look high, and they don't look as high as the first, but that's how all surgeries are. And you know, I'm just letting it be. I trust this doctor so much, and I just know once they settle, which they don't fully settle until like 6 months, it's gonna look better. But already I see the difference. Like I see how much lower they are and how much less side heavy I look. I don't know if that makes sense. Actually, he ended up putting the same size in me, 425 cc. However, they're different sizing, and he put them lower. So it's completely different, but it's the same size. Another thing that he told me getting out of surgery was that when a lot of people get implants, some doctors, they will just put the implants above your rib cage. But for a more natural look, a lot of doctors need to open a pocket on top of your rib cage so that the implant can sit on it. But also, if they're conservative and lazy, they won't, which is exactly what the first doctor was. So he ended up opening a pocket on my rib cage, and that's why it's a little bit more painful this time in that area. But everything's Gucci, and I'm really excited. I'm just trying to start getting back into normal life.
I mean, we don't have the full results of what the ending is gonna look like now, but we have a good idea, and so far it's looking pretty good.
Yeah.
Your boobs look good.
Yeah. That's the update. Hope you guys enjoyed. I will continue to update on my Instagram, which I've been doing updates on everything that has been going on, and so you should probably go follow that, which I'll put right here.
And I'll put mine also right here because I really think that's only fair.
Okay.
But next video, you know, we'll take a break on the boobs. Next video. I certainly need a break on the boobs. I'm honestly sick of seeing the boobs, walking in and out of the shower. I'm sick of seeing the boobs. I'm sick of touching the boobs. Honestly, I'm sick of the boobs. I'm sick of the boo. I'm sick of everything.
All right.
All right.
All right.
Nice seeing you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.